So we'll try to understand few basic things about AWS certification, like what are the type of the AWS certifications are available, and from that which certification you should choose for your career. Also, we'll be looking at the topics covered for the Solution Architect Associates exam. Plus, we'll be looking at the question types which are covered in the exam and what should be the prerequisite if you want to write a exam from AWS, and how you can go ahead to book your online exam. Plus, we will be also looking at the validity of the certification provided by the AWS, what's the cost involved in writing these certifications, and what is the retake policy in case you are not successful in writing your AWS certification, how you can write it again, and what should be the passing percentage to clear a exam from AWS. And lastly, we will see the what is the importance of the AWS certification, and we will look at the big questions whether certification provide you a guarantee for the job. So we'll look one by one on all these topics. Stay with me. So if you see here, you can see that altogether AWS provides four level of the certifications. One is the foundational level, which has one paper, and one is the associate level where you have the three papers, and there are two professional level certifications are there. And then you have the specialization in the five different domains from AWS. So to start your journey to the clouds, you can start with the cloud practitioner. This is the entry level certification which is provided from the AWS. Then you can start from the associate level, which where you have the three different certifications, like one is the solution architect associate level, and one is the system operation administrator, and one is the developer. So these three different certifications, either one you can go ahead. If you are interested in the solutioning and the designing, you can select the solution architect or associate certification, or if you are a developer, then you can go for the developer associate, or if you are in the operation, but you in that case you need to have the knowledge of some programming language, then you can have the sysops administrator, and both of these certificates clear your path to go up to the DevOps engineer certification. At the professional level, you can select the solution architect professional, where you have the in-depth knowledge in the solution and the designing of the environment for a client. And other than this, there are the specialization here in different domains, like you may be working in the database, so in that case you can go for the specialization certification from the AWS, that is for the database. And the data analytics, then the same way you can have the security specialist, or you the networking, or you are in the machine learning. So these the specialization level you can go ahead, so as per your interest and the work domain. So if we talk about the type of the questions will be coming in your exams, generally you will find that the type of the questions are the single choice questions or the multiple choice questions, or generally you may have the true or false, or you may also have the match the following type of the questions. And these questions may be different on each type of the certifications you are going for. Plus, you will find that these questions are not equally marked, that the marking may be different based on the difficulty level of the questions. The question one may be marked differently, and the question number next may be marked differently based on the difficulty level of the questions. So number of the questions, if you are talking about that the how many questions may come in your exams, then again it is different for each certifications, along with the time, which is also different for each certification. So that depends on again that AWS changes these patterns and the time durations time to time, so you will get to know about this then and there when you are writing your exam. So what is expected from you when you go for writing the AWS Solution Architect Associate level exam? The requirement is this, that you should have good understanding of various AWS services, like AWS Compute Service, also including network, storage management, database, and other management and configuration tools. There are S3 services. There are various services. The first requirement is this, that you should have the well understanding of those services. Then you should be capable enough to provide a solution for a technical requirement. If a requirement has been given to you, you should be able to define the solution for that, and which service of the AWS are supposed to be used for the cost effective and the best solution for the technical requirement. then you should follow the best practice. You should know the best practice, because you will find that some questions where the answers are very closely matched. So you need to find out the best one out of that. So that you can do by understanding the best practices followed in the cloud computing. And also you need to have the very good understanding of the AWS global infrastructure. And you need to identify the difference, how the security services works in the cloud and the on premises, the traditionally how that's being used. You need to understand the difference of those securities. So there is the minimum requirement when you go for writing the exams for the solution architect associate level. You should be well versed with these concepts. So the next question you may have about the validity, that once I get my certificate, how long it will be valid. So AWS says that it is going to be valid for 3 years. Once you get a certificate from that date, it will be valid for 3 years, and it is expected that before it expires, you should rewrite the exam again. There are some foundational and the associate level certifications which again will be recertified by writing the higher level exams. So once you write the higher level exams, your lower level exams will be recertified automatically. But by default, it is the 3 years validity periods. After that, you have two options: either you rewrite the exams again, the same exam, or you write the higher level exams. Then again, the lower level exams will be recertified automatically. Then about the cost of writing this exam, this is in the USD. Foundational level certifications will cost you $100, and associate level is going to cost you 150 USD, and the professional level is going to cost you $300. Other than that, then you have the testing. For testing, again, you can book your exam for just for testing purpose, that costs you $20. So if you are not ready fully and you want to test yourself, then there is a test exams you can book, that is for $20. But otherwise, you have three different cost for this three different level of the certification. So once you are ready for your exams, you have the different ways of booking it online. One is through AWS website. You can open the AWS website. There you will have an option to book your exam. Here you can see that there is an option schedule your exam through the AWS website, or else you have another options, that is through VUE. That the VUE site also gives you to book your exam for the AWS. Here you can open the VUE website and you can have an option here to book your exam for AWS. So what if you could not pass your exam? In that case, AWS has retake policy, that is for 14 days. Means if you could not pass your exam, you have to wait for the 14 days before you can book your exam. You cannot write your exam within 14 days if you could not pass it. The passing percentage for your AWS exam is not fixed. It is not being revealed by AWS how much score you should get to pass. It is being revised time to time based on some statistics by the AWS. Then at last, about the question whether having a certificate gives you guarantee for the job, then I think you can understand there's no certificate which can provide you guarantee for the job only based on the certification you have. But yes, it gives you added advantage for shortlisting your resume and to showcase your skill sets that you have. It always have a weightage to your resume when you go for a job. But again, it's not a guaranteed that you can have a job definitely based on your certification only, and with the poor knowledge on the topic. So I tried to cover maximum things related to AWS certifications, but still, if you have any doubt, you can put in the comment. I will definitely post the answers for that. I hope this has been helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.